It's happened again. Truth to tell, I'm not quite sure. Yesterday I was the great Lord Solo of Castle Sharptooth, Field Marshal of the Solo Regiment, and Admiral of the Lady Lion Armada. Want proof? Just look at my regimental patches sewn on my tunic. The name's Solo, Samueli Solo. Now, for the life of me, could you tell me where I am, as I seem to be lost? Blast it! Well, at least I'm on planet Earth again. However, it seems I've time-travelled ahead 4 centuries beyond my time. Anyway, that chap named Chet wouldn't otherwise converse with me. The only thing he said was, "I've got to stop mixing my jet with Hydra," whatever that means. He seemed soundly astonished and just so walked away. You know this person? Anyway, the particular reason isn't so plain to understand, but I'll try my best. Do you see that old worn cupboard over there? Well, I came flying out of that, from one world to another. Crazy it may seem, but it's true. Just so, this ain't the first time something like this has happened to me. That what? Cabinet? Could be the only darn thing to get me out of here and back home. Seems there's no other option. I'll make a deal with you if you're willing. One that could turn you into a true high-class noble. You'll be my guide in this new world I've found myself in, and in return you'll have my protection against any who would oppose you. What do you say? Do we have a deal? Any negative interaction could lead to anarchy, and thus this world would tumble into chaos. You'll be the viceroy to whomever is your dominion, and I'll fill in the paperwork. Well, if you could be so kind as to show me around, I would be much obliged. So be it. Lead the way. This will be an adventure of a lifetime. So, what is there to do here? I thought Mohawks had carted you off. Well, upon our first arrival, I spoke, "It's happened again." It all happened a while ago. Onward to the open sea from England, orders from the Lord Wellington himself. Our mission was to break rebellion and restore order and justice to the open seas. Admittedly, we failed. The Lady Lion's fleet had an estimated population of around 100 ships. Also, we did have around 2,000 men and women to work aboard each ship. We lost most of the fleet during the Battle of the Red Sea. To admit, I nearly lost my life in that battle. My last battle. This would be the title, or so it may seem. In the collapse of defeat, the pirates offered me a chance of honor, a duel. The pirates offered me a chance of honor, a duel. 4 pirate captains against just the Lord Solo, Admiral of the Lady Lion fleet. And so, aboard the Lady Lion, during the midst of destruction as its dramatic opening shot, the duel ended like so. A single shot aimed true reduced the fight down to 3. Unsheathing my sword, Sharptooth, 2 of the pirate captains charged with a weapon in each hand. Their own sword in one hand and another from a fallen soldier of mine. Having bested both with some injuries along the way, they were gone. Sharptooth, tasting the bloody bite for the 4th time, may not be as victorious. This final pirate found a loaded 7-barrel volley gun on the deck of the Lady Lion. His aim was true, an intent of ending a fight without honour and just so present and fire. My wife, the Lady Windmere, had a father. He was aboard the Brooding Barbary. Her father saved me, a dagger to the final pirate's back. After that, he insisted we give out the order of retreat. In amazement, we achieved in saving 9 ships. And that's that. The remaining fleet is at the Imperial Empire Company's dockyard next to Solitude in Skyrim. I've had hopes to report back to Wellington as a hero. Instead, we reported back as surreal Argonauts. You know, it was after we opened a trade route from Skyrim to England that we really did become serial Argonauts. Yes, the danger of attempting it is monumentally dangerous. You need to capsize the ship at sea in the mid of night, under sleep. This strange phenomenon has got me thinking. In Skyrim they have a powerful mystic force known as magicka. This magicka can be placed in and around an object at the person's choosing. The most common items would have to be jewelry, rings, necklaces, tiaras and such. It's possible, however, to control a spell of such and fire at a target in such a manner. The victim may possibly be trapped in another world like Skyrim and Vegas. Or possibly open another trade route. One may have already been opened here in Vegas. If so, we must find it. There may be no other way. Will you help me? Go on. Fine. Luckily, however, I've won too many captains. So, would it be Major? No. You get me back home without a ball in the leg. You'll be General in the Solo Regiment here in New Vegas. That title will stay if we open another trade route.
Vive la France, Amihik Napoleonin, Vive la France,
And the Nazis on his...
That what music box just spoke French to me. A broadcast to a radio what? Translated it said, France has taken America! Long live France! What in the name of? This is a clue! The dreadful feelings pain me around the thoughts of such a thing. Could you track that sound to the person in their building? Have some questions I would like to ask. There's no need to commit an act of hubris, Courier 6. Remember that. I thought Mohawks had carted you off. Sure, ask away. It's the appearance of a high-class British officer during my time period. Onwards. Anyone for a duel? It's a trio, red, white and blue. It's definitely French, all right. Courier 6, I would have come to you. Sure, ask away. I've had lessons in swordplay and musket shooting. I would rather use my sword. That's unless you want me to fire off a ball every 20 seconds. Well, if you insist. It all began one evening, walking through the hallways towards my chambers. I heard a faint voice coming from my room. The person spoke of distaste to my own persons. Before reaching my chambers, a fearful push from nowhere, it seemed, launched me into a nearby dresser. After the lucid visions had diminished, I flew out of that so-called cabinet and found myself in this place. Just so. The writings are all in French. It translates to Long live France, Napoleonic America, and keep out. This was the Imperial Guard, my friend. Napoleon's best. There will be more without a doubt. Before we press on, we must search them as there may be a clue. Here we go. It's an obituary. It's written all in French, so let me. It reads, An Englishman requests his freedom. The man has a strange personality. He reports to the general with bad manners. He's a dog with orders, on his way to make our lives here miserable. My orders today: find the English prisoner his last meal before the hanging. A French dish would have been much easier. He requests the impossible: deathclaw soup with grilled cazador on the side. The cheek of the English. Let us find this Englishman. He may be able to explain to us more about my current situation. Onwards.
I have not a clue of who you are, but we must leave immediately.
It's simple. Pick it up, put it down. Thank you both for a rest. We read from a French obituary that you were to be hung from the neck until dead? Yes, however, they offered me a last meal, yet my temptations leant on the almost impossible. Why were you going to be executed? Not at all sure. They must have spotted me scouting around this area. Lately, they arrested me at gunpoint. Who are you? My name is Rawlingson, Sir Samuel Rawlingson, President of the Board of Control, and you must be Lord Solo. You know who I am? Yes, you're very well known back home. Back home? Yes, back home. Are you from Skyrim? No, England. We were attacked by a small French patrol. I tripped and fell into a dresser, leading to this place. This guy says he fell through a dresser under fire. Well, that seems a common thing. I fell through a dresser and flew out of an old broken metal cabinet. You joke with me, Lord? Joke, sir? No, sir, it's true. Now for the big question. How do we get back home? There's a French leader known by the name of General Calvet. He has more than 100 men. He will have the answers you're looking for. Okay, so here's the plan. Obtain and wear a common French uniform, then go deep undercover and interrogate this General Calvet. Are you sure that's a good idea? One word in English and we'll both be wishing we actually were French. Courier 6, I need you to locate 3 French army uniforms. Let's go to Rawlingson Fort. It's not too far from here. It's my home here in New Vegas. It's got everything we need. As the only lord between the 3 of us, I say Courier 6 is in command. You both deserve payment for my rescue. Come with me. My home is not too far from here. Roaringson Fort is just but only a short distance away. Let me. It's at that location. There, it seems I've marked it on your map watch for you. How incredible!
Soon be done with, Courier 6. I do hope you survive.
How'd you do? Sure. Do you have a poet in mind? Sure. Francis Davison it is. My love in her attire doth show her wit. It doth so well become her, for every season she hath dressings fit. This is Roaringson Fort. Just go inside. Please make yourselves at home. We can talk better inside. As you can see, it's quite comfortable. I've been meaning to ask you a question. How long have you been here? It seems as though it's been a lifetime, but I do speculate it has been a good few years. You mentioned something about falling into a dresser under gunfire. Yes, however, there's not much more to tell. May as well ask, would you know how to get back to where we're from? During my time as a prisoner of the French, my observations of them grew concerning. Concerned about what exactly? My knowledge of the French language is quite fluent. Same. This strange recurring conversation about their keen interest to ask another comrade had me puzzled. What's this strange recurring conversation? It was about the stability of the French Revolutionary War, and has Napoleon succeeded in conquering Great Britain? Anything else? Well, you'll rarely meet the same person. It's a strange world, that underground vault. It appears as though you already have the means to create new items of clothing. Would you be interested in forming fashion? I've never had the urge to weave cotton. That's always been the wife's hobby. Courier 6, do you have what it takes to create 3 French uniforms? Well, here's 3 I made earlier. The London Gazette would have a field day if I were to be caught wearing this. Your uniforms will only be needed until we reach General Calvet. How can we be sure of that? This General Calvet may have the answers we're looking for, and thus ending our quest. There's only one way to find out for sure. Courier 6, you lead on and we'll follow. Courier 6, you lead on and we'll follow. New California Republic. You must be Courier 6. I've got a few questions for you. I've had orders from my colonel to scout Cottonwood Cove on my way down south from Camp McCarran. On my way, I decided to stop by the Good Springs General Store to resupply. The store owner by the name of Chet told me an incredible story. So here's my question. Who are your friends? My name is Roaringson, Sir Samuel Roaringson, President of the Board of Control. I am the Great Lord Solo of Castle Sharptooth, Field Marshal of the Solo Regiment and Admiral of the Lady Lion Armada. You're a Field Marshal, an Admiral, and a Lord? Yes, he is. So, just what is your purpose here in New Vegas? Roaringson and myself are on a quest to find our way back home. Is this true? Yes, it is. And you must be Courier 6, but never mind that now. The New California Republic will be keeping its eye on you, meaning myself. In the meantime, you'll have my support. My orders on to scout Cottonwood Cove haven't changed, so I'm still heading south. However, this may help in the likeliest of unkindly situations. It's a headset with a multi-broadcast function. You may communicate with either myself or your friends over there. I've got one for each of you. You're welcome. There's no doubt we'll meet again sometime, so stay safe out there.
I am not sure what I'm meant to make of this.
What the blazes? Say something again, Roaringson.
Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow.
Amazing!
Oh, not so loud, my lord.
This is amazing! Cannot wait to show my high-made Mina this. You lead on, Courier 6. Our quest awaits.
Hey. Hey.
Don't be selfish. Share and share alike.
Good to see you, Courier 6. How's the knee? March up and down for me. Sure, ask away. In short, my very own ship is proudly named the Lady Lion. She's part of my very own armada, the Lady Lion Armada, which is part of the Royal British Fleet. That's my Admiralty. As for my officer's rank, I'm Field Marshal to the Solo Regiment with a population of approximately 120 men and women. As for my rank of royalty, my wealth got me there. An adventure for king and country, an adventure of a lifetime.
It's time to go mad.
Come cheer up, my lads, for 'tis glory we steer. To add something more to this wonderful year, to honor we call you as free men, not slaves, or who are so free as the sons of the waves. Hearts of oak are our ships, hearts of oak are our men. We always are ready, steady, boys, steady. Fight and we'll conquer again and again.
Yeah, fuck off and be grateful you're still breathing.
Forward!
Fuck, I need a fix.
No mercy.
Damn it, that.
Damn that!
We're fighting for our flag.
You
Hurrah.
like the sight of your own blood?
Charge!
You thought you could hide from me? You like the sight of your own blood?
Fire! The Lord Solo will now attack.
It seems you are the special military envoy to the Solo Regiment here in New Vegas.
Vive la France! Vive la France! Amihik Napoleonin! Amihik Napoleonin! Vive la France! Vive la France!
And the Nazis on his